Happy Friday! Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited to be here because I get to teach some stuff that is really important. So I'm so glad you guys wanted to hear about this because it's so important to me to share this because it's such an important component of your fitness routine. Everyone needs to be foam rolling. Love it or hate it, gotta do it, guys. Kind of a non-negotiable, especially if you're aging and your muscles are feeling tight and your body's feeling a little bit stiff. Okay, so what is self-myofascial release? It's basically self-massage, okay? It's pressure to the muscle and actually to the fascia, and it helps it release some tension and tightness. So let's explain fascia. Fascia is this tight layer. It's almost like a cobweb. Imagine like a stretchy cobweb that sits on top of your muscle fiber. So this fascia can get tight, and it can get knotted, and it can get kind of tied up in little knots all over your body. And so it's important to keep the fascia smooth and moving freely and seamlessly over your muscle belly so that you have better range of motion. You can get more circulation into the blood, which increases your results, all sorts of different reasons, which we'll go into, but that's basically fascia, okay? So I'm also going to demonstrate one of the areas of our body with the biggest piece of fascia, which is our IT band. And the reason why it's one of the most painful areas on our body is because it's the biggest. And it starts at our hip and goes all the way down to our ankle. So foam rolling your IT band is a non-negotiable, especially if you're moving or you're active in any way, shape, or form. And if you're not, maybe you should be. Okay, so let's chat. All right, so the first thing you want to think about with a foam roller is there's all different types. There's the short ones, the long ones, the knobby, notchy ones, all sorts. So I would recommend, highly recommend, getting one of the smoother ones to start. Okay, you don't want to go all in and get the knotted, notchy ones. They're really intense. Okay, so you want to make sure that you have the right foam roller. Okay, they're at your gym if you have a gym that you go to. If not, you can buy one on Amazon for like $20. Okay, so the first thing that you want to think about is the number one reason why you want a foam roll is because it increases circulation. And let me tell you why circulation is important. When you're foam rolling and you're bringing circulation into the muscle belly, it's bringing fresh oxygenated blood. Fresh oxygenated blood is full of nutrients and glycogen. Nutrients and glycogen help flush toxins out of the muscle, and they help increase recovery time. So basically, if you, decrease recovery time is what I meant to say. So if you're sore and you want to not be as sore, you want to foam roll because it's going to bring, even though you don't want to, it's going to be painful. It's going to bring fresh oxygenated blood to the actual muscle belly. Okay. The second reason you want to foam roll is because it's going to improve your range of motion. So the easiest way to explain that with range of motion is think about this elastic band that's stuck onto your muscle. Okay, so if you're foam rolling it and you're keeping it nice and loose and free of adhesions, it's going to move along and slide along your muscles with less friction and ease. So if it's moving along and sliding along your muscles with less friction and ease, it's going to create a better result of range of motion. Better range of motion is going to equal more flexibility, and that's going to also allow you to recruit more muscle fibers and more muscle groups into your movement patterns. So what that does is, so if you're an athlete and you don't have a great range of motion and you can't recruit all of the muscles necessary for, let's say, a sprint or a jump or a throwing of a baseball, whatever that looks like, you can't recruit all the muscles necessary if you don't have good range of motion. So if you've got sticky fascia attached to your muscle, there's absolutely no way you're going to recruit everything you need to throw that ball faster or jump higher. Does that make sense? Okay. So that's number two. The other thing that's really important is it improves your movements overall. So when you're doing self-myofascial release on a regular basis, if you're not getting massages, which I recommend also, what happens is it increases the movement pattern. So your body is designed to move in a certain kinetic chain, right? So our bodies are meant to move structurally sound. And what happens is why we start losing our coordination and we start losing some of that is because we are actually tight. And when muscles are tight, because of tight fascia that attaches to the muscle and pulls our muscles in different directions, it pulls our bones and joints in different directions. So if you're continually moving in a movement pattern that's not appropriate for a proper kinetic chain form, you're going to get injured. Seriously. So that goes to my next one, is that this will increase your mobility, it will increase circulation, it will increase your proper movement patterns, but it will prevent injury, you guys. That's number 4. So preventing injury is, I mean, if you're preventing injury, then you can train harder, right? And preventing injury by keeping your kinetic chain properly in line and keeping your muscles moving and gliding seamlessly over each other and in proper patterns, it's going to allow you to not get injured as easily. Okay, especially if you have a bigger range of motion because you're recruiting the proper muscle groups and you're increasing that flexibility. Okay, so all of that ties into not getting injured, which for me is super important because being injured is terrible on my physically, but mentally. Like getting injured and not being able to move and enjoy my life and adventure the way that I want to is devastating to me. So it's really important that I stay injury free. And being that I just went through knee surgery last year, it was really intense on me and trying to get really strong again. And so I'm like foam roll queen right now. It's definitely part of my routine every time I go to the gym. So take it from me, you definitely want to do that. If you do have any knee pain at all, any hip pain, any shoulder joint or rotator cuff issues, foam rolling can definitely ease some of that pain. So if you think about your rotator cuff, a lot of times that range of motion can be increased if you start to learn to foam roll properly around that muscle, or around that girdle. And there's some techniques that I will show you. If you're in my paid program, I actually did a video on that yesterday. So there's just some different tools and techniques, but I will post one here today for you to do. Okay, so moving on. So we talked about all of those things. So now leading up into this last one is where I kind of wanted to make the high point here. So the high point that I want to make here with you guys is that, seriously, all those things lead to faster results. They lead to faster results. Why? It's really obvious. Listen, you can definitely improve your recovery time. So if you're usually the person that gets sore and you're like, you can't move for 2 days, if you're foam rolling, you're going to bring more nutrient-rich oxygen into that muscle belly. And if you're doing that on a regular basis, you're going to get some of those toxins out, pulling that lactic acid out and bringing more nutrient-rich oxygen in with glycogen that will help the muscle heal faster, less soreness. Okay? So that's one of the reasons why you have faster results. The other thing is if you're recovering faster, you're going to be able to train harder and more frequently and work out more. And it's going to be less painful to kind of do your workouts because you're not going to be as sore. So that's going to give you greater results. Also, when you're recruiting the right muscles and you're recruiting the right movement patterns, you're going to use the muscles that you should in order for your body to aesthetically and performance-wise do better. So if you're looking to look better, recruit the right muscles, balance your body in the proper kinetic chain, and actually increase your performance and energy output as an athlete, you definitely want to do some foam rolling, okay? So hopefully that helps understand what the reason behind self-myofascial release is so important are all of those, okay? But remember, faster results. Now, I will have to say there is some benefit besides just performance and increasing and decreasing your recovery time is definitely kind of a aesthetic thing. And it's been proven that if you are hydrated and that you have lots of circulation to your problem areas, self-myofascial release or foam rolling can actually decrease the appearance of cellulite. Just saying. It is a proven fact. So if all those other reasons didn't make you want to go get on the foam roller, there's one for you that might really just seal the deal. Okay, so it seals the deal for me. I mean, who doesn't want to have a cellulite-free backside? I mean, just saying. So hopefully that was helpful for you guys. And if you have any questions, leave them here and I'll definitely get back to you. But thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me on Fitness Friyay. I love it and I love sharing. So remember, if you didn't hear my live yesterday, guess what? I'm doing my webinar next week. So be on the lookout for my emails because that's how you register. It's free. And I'm going to talk to you all about unhooking from the fear of certain foods and really getting rid of that diet culture mentality and how you can really just make it easier on yourself. Stop obsessing and start learning to thrive instead of strive. I'm so excited about that. It's my first webinar and I'm pretty stoked about it. So be sure to sign up. I'd love to see you there. It's absolutely free and it's just a bunch of information that I think you'll find helpful. Okay, guys, thanks for always being here and thank you so much for staying in this group and being so involved. I love it. Okay, bye.